Hello, 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 my crafty buds. It's your crafty bud Peggy, and I'm getting with you to share with those of you who don't know how to make these awesome wands, and what I'm doing with them, guys. I didn't think these up by no means. I don't know who did, but kudos to you because I think these are really cute. And I first got turned on to these by Anytime Crafting. She sent me 3 of these in a random prize winning I got from her for Halloween, and I fell in love with them, and I've been learning how to make them ever since. And I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and share that with you guys. Now, guys, what you're going to need is some kind of cardstock. I'm just using a leftover paper pad front. You can use a cereal box, a cracker box. Those are perfect, guys. The awesomest thickness. I love that. You're going to need some cupcake holders, cupcake wraps, of course. I like to get the decorative ones for whatever season that we're in. You could probably find these for Easter, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Christmas. You could do solid colors for spring and fall, whatever you like. But I like to get these. These are only like 98 cents at the Walmart. Plus, guys, I like to get the straws. Get these decorated already. These, again, at the Walmart store, 98 cents. You can probably find these at Dollar Tree, a multitude of places, but I love to get the decorated ones because they look good. You can also use some stickers, guys. If you got stickers, I'll show you how I like to back these. You can use those. If you've got some of these little foam pop dots, I like to use those in them. If you've got some of these beautiful little embellishments, the little glitter embellishments and stuff, go ahead and pull those out. And then some kind of trim. If you've got ribbons, if you've got the eyelet trim like I have, just whatever trim you have. If you have ribbons and stuff, if you've got some old pretty shirts or something that you've been cutting up, just cut you a few strips of those off. And some glue. You're going to need some good fast drying glue. I'm using the art glitter glue. I just can't say enough good stuff about art glitter glue, guys. I love it. I use it for everything. It's a little bit more expensive than the normal glue, but a little dab will do you. And I love it. And no, it doesn't have glitter in it, guys. It's just the name. Guys, you can also use some of these beautiful sticker acrylics if you have any of these around, the little jewels, or with or without sticker. They don't have to be stickers. And some scissors. You might want to get you some black cardstock. That's about all you need, guys, okay? And we'll just dive right into this. Now, guys, how I start off with this is I flatten one of my cupcake holders, put it in the corner there because we want to conserve, and I just simply cut around this, okay? And then I come back and just give it another little, just a tiny bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch extra around so that we don't want it bigger than. You can be a little bit smaller, but we don't want to go bigger than, okay? We don't want it covering over the cupcake thing. So get you, if you're doing something thin like I am, you might want to do 2. If you're doing something thicker, 1 will suffice. This one here was cut earlier off a tissue box, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and use that, and that'll work just fine there, see? And I've cut mine down just a little bit, you know, nothing serious. Okay, so get you one of those cut, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our cupcake liner right here and just simply cut up to your middle right there, whatever your beautiful little medallion in the middle there is, just cut up to that, and then we're just going to cut that out, okay? And you don't have to be absolutely positively precise, so don't drive yourself crazy, guys. You just want to get it nice and round, you know, as good as you can, you know, and just trace that out right there, and there you go, okay? Then what you're going to do is, again, we're going to just kind of eyeball, guys, about a 1-inch round circle. Okay, and I just come in here and just cut one out about that big right there. And what you're going to do with this strip that you've just cut off there is come here with your glue and just all around the outer edge right there, just a thin little ribbon of glue right there, okay? And again, like I said, you want something that's pretty fast drying. And then just start in here like this. And just a little bit of a wrinkle right there, because you want to get it all the way around your circle there. Like you're making a cupcake flower, okay? Just every now and again you can give it a little pinch. But just keep in mind, like I said, you got to get all the way around your circle. That's why I said about an inch is fine. And just mash that down as you go. Get all the way around it there. And then overlap your other edge just a tiny bit there at the end, okay? See what I've done here? Just like that, guys. And that's what it'll look like on the back, kind of like a cupcake liner flower. Okay? And then right here where it meets, just a thin little line of glue right there, guys. Just enough to stick that together. Get it level there to where it's even. And just glue that down right there, okay? And then come back in here and mash down your middle and stuff. And get that glued on there real good. Okay? And we're going to want to do 2 of these like this, guys. Okay? So you're going to want 2 cupcake liners. Let's just go ahead and cut the other one real quick. And again, like I said, just cut up to your circle. And then just cut around it. It's all you got to do. Okay, and then another little eyeball about an inch. If you've got a good punch that'll punch through your little chipboard here, that's more the merrier. But I don't, and I don't want to waste my punches trying to cut this heavy stuff. So I'm just going to eyeball it. And then again, we're just going to start right here. Right on the edge there, and then just pinch every now and again, and just get this dude all the way around that circle right there. And if you go a little bit too far, just undo your end there and get it to where it'll meet, kind of like I just did right there. I got it a little bit too much pinch. But you can always come back if it doesn't dry real fast. Now with this, you got a minute or 2 you can mess with it, see? So I was able to come back in here and mash that back down. Just till you get it all the way around it. And again, just hit that edge right there with just one little line when you're done. Pinch it together right there. And there you go. I mean, as you do these, you know, you'll get more precise and stuff, but I don't worry about being, you know, absolutely perfect with this, you know. As long as you get it around that paper and stuff, it's fine. You know, flowers, a lot of them, some of your little wrinkly ones and stuff, that just adds a little bit more depth and dimension to them. Alright, guys, now then your next step is just hit your little hearts that, or your little middles that you cut out, your little decorative medallions there, and just hit them with some glue real fast. And then again, come over here and find you a little spot where you're not wasting a whole lot of your chipboard and glue it down. Do that to both of them. If you can find the other one that you cut out, I've done lost one. Oh, here it is. Getting a little bit thick in there. Always good to keep you a little stabber for these little thin tops. I love my little thin tops, but they do tend to clog. So you always got to have something to open them back up with. And then glue that down. And then just simply trim around them is all, and just cut them right on out. And that makes them sturdy. And that gives them a little oomph there, see? And they're just a little bit thicker that you can mess with, and just go ahead and cut those on out. And there you go. Alright. Now then, guys, for your middles, if you're using 2 of the thinner ones, On each, do 2 of those. If you're using the thicker, like a cereal box or something, which I think is pretty good. But some of these, this is an old color box paper pad I'm getting rid of, and even the chipboard covers are thin as anything, so I use 2 of those, but my tissue I'll just use 1. And get your trim here, whatever kind of trim that you want sticking out. I like using the hair trim, guys, the little bit long hair trim right there. I just love that because I like a lot of stuff sticking out. So what we're going to do is just like we did with the flower, you guys, all around the edge. Boy, I really need to open this up. My little lid here is just really giving me grief today. Just all around the very edge there. You want to get it as close to that edge as you can, because you really want as much of that trim sticking out as possible. So you want to get that just around that edge right there. Boy, I am really clogging. I'm very angry with that. I need to clean my lid good. This thing's been through about 6 bottles full of glue, and I haven't done a very good job of keeping it clean, so I'm paying for it right now. Anyways, just come around that edge there and then just start. Like I said, try to get as much of that fringe sticking out as possible. Not sticking in towards the middle, but sticking out. And try not to stick it to your fingers. It's so hard for me to do this without getting my fingers all gunked up. And just go around that middle right there. And then just nip that right off to where it meets. Give that a nice little press there. And see how we've got that? See, you can see that edge coming off there. See how pretty that is? Okay. And then we're going to do the other thing. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to put 2 things of trim on this, because like I said, I like just a little bit more, and I really like a lot of fuzzies hanging out, so I want to do mine on both sides. If you guys are short of trim and you don't want to do 2 sides, you don't have to, but I prefer to do 2 sides because like I said, I like a lot of fuzziness. My poor bottle, I tell you, I have never had this much trouble. It seems like every time you do something like this, something blows up on you. You notice that? With me today, it's my glue bottle. And I'm plumb down to there shouldn't be nothing blocking it. And then we're just going to do it again, guys. Same thing. All the way around. And get as much of that edge hanging out. Whoop, it stuck to my fingers. As you can. Get that sticking out as good as you can. Get all that eyelash trim hanging out. Oops. And then get that up there and give that a trim. Boy, I'll tell you, sticking to my fingers. There we go, and get that patted down good. Alrighty, now, and then get your glue open. I'll tell you, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to have to boil this lid or something for a minute or 2. There, run it through the other way. We'll see if that helps. There we go. Now then, start, well, boy, I'm really going to have to work on this. This thing is really trying its best not to let me do this. This is insane. Oh, alrighty then. We're just going to do this. We will get some glue on this thing, so help me. And then just put one of your cupcake liners right down over the top of that, guys, and just give that a nice smush. Flip her over and do the same thing. And don't let your glue bottle win. I'm telling you, mine's not going to win. It's going to pay for that. I'm really going to clean it out later. It seems like every time, doesn't it, y'all? It seems like when you're doing a project and you're filming it, everything goes bazoozu on you. It never fails. I swear to goodness. This has happened to me before. It's like I could make a bazillion of these sitting in the living room, never have a problem one. Let me come in here and it's going to blow up my face every time. You better stop. Alright, guys. Now then, what I like to do is get me a one of my straws out now and just pick whichever one you like there, and just give just about an inch down there, just a little bit of a flattening right there, okay? And then in my case, I'm just going to dip mine right in the darn glue bottle, because mine's giving me such grief, I'm not letting it get by with it. And we're going to lay it right there, straight up and down, and then we're going to hit one of our medallions with some glue. And really give that a nice all over there, okay? You don't want the sides lifting on you or none of that. And then just pop that right down in the middle there. Go in the middle of your flower. Try to make sure that you get it, you know, don't worry about your straw there. As long as you got enough underneath the bottom of it to glue, you're fine. But go for the middle. See? Just like that. I'm not up high enough, but that's alright. We'll just go. Okay. And then go ahead and hit your other one the same way. I really hate pouring this. I hate wasting my darn Art Deco glue. I really got to take care of that tip, though. That's really bugging me. And then hit it in the middle there. And then, guys, what I like to do is pick out whatever your main thing now is going to be, and we want to layer it. We want to put it up on our foam dots. So in the middle here, I think what I'm going to do is just go over this beautiful heart here with a glitter heart on each side. And depending upon what size you got going there, you might put 2 or 4 of your little foams. I'm just going to put 2. I think that'll be perfect. Just like that. And then peel off your little adhesive there. And pop that down. Whoops. Pop that right down in the center there. And look how gorgeous that is already. I mean, that is just shimmering and beautiful. We'll go ahead and do that for both sides, y'all. Excuse me. Yep, we've missed that trademark cough, huh? I tell you what. And then that side there. And then, guys, after that, it's just whatever fringe that you want. And just cut you off enough for a little tail there. And just simply tie that up in a knot. Just like that, nice and tight. Try to get that up as high as you can. And try to get it as tight as you can. Because they will slide, I've noticed. And that bugs me to death. But get that up as high as you can, like I said, and really cinch that, boy. Because they slide. They will slide. You can even put a little drop of glue up under there. It'd probably be a great idea. Now you can do this for both sides. I like a little bit of extra. You know, like I said, I like to do just a little bit more on everything. So we'll go ahead and do one on both sides there. So we'll go ahead and slide that up underneath our stick, and the same thing, get it up as high as you can get it. And really cinch it. And And like I said, you can even stick a little drop of glue up there if you like to hold it. I think that's a wonderful idea. Now guys, once that dries, it'll be a little bit more sturdy there. Now guys, what you can do if you like also, what I've been doing here, is getting me another one. The end of this, I swear. Just get you another piece, and where you 3D'd, whatever you 3D'd, just run that around it, and I'm just doing it again. I'm tying it up to that as well. Up in the middle, your middle medallion here, whatever it is. Just like that, just under it. Not real crazy tight on that one. You don't want to take your foam dots back up, but just meet your foam dots right like that. See how I've got that coming out of the bottom underneath my 3D'd heart right there, and just run that out from underneath there if you'd like. On both sides there, I'm doing that as well. And again, just right to your little foam dots there, and a nice snug but not real tight to mess up your pop dots there, but just to meet them. And another nice knot right there. And that'll disappear right up underneath your beautiful 3D creation there that you're using as the front. And guys, that's it right there. Now you can come back in here if you like with another piece in the middle that's a little bit thicker, and do a little bow if you like. You know, just kind of move these out of the way real quick up here, and then again come up here and tie that nice and snug right there, and then just do you a little bow right there, and then you can have a little bow as well if you like. But that's what I'm doing now, guys. I'm running another piece out from underneath my 3D middle right there, and I really like the double-sided. I really like how that's turning out, the extra eyelash trim on that. Let me see if I can get this up just a little bit more, because that's starting to aggravate me now, because you guys can't really see that good. Alright, let's try this. See how that's turned out now, guys? You've got your nice trim there all around, nice big thick trim. And then we've got stuff coming out from underneath our 3D embellishment, and we're more sturdy. You know, you can really shake these and stuff. Another great idea, speaking of shaking, guys, some of you girls who are really good at making the shakers and stuff in this middle instead of doing this, think about putting a tiny little shaker embellishment there. Wouldn't that be cool? And you can actually rattle it. But this is what I'm doing, guys, and this is what I was trying to portray earlier with my earlier video. And I was like, I think you just need to go ahead and do one of these tutorials. And guys, like I said, you can add anything you want in your middle. You can put your beautiful acrylics in there. You can do like your stickers. All you do with your stickers, guys, is just get you some black cardstock, or whatever cardstock you want, really, that coordinates with your theme. And just get your sticker, put it in the corner here, and save as much of your paper as you can. And leave about 1/8 of an inch trim there around it, is all you're going to do. And then just come in and do a little trimming behind. Just enough to where you just see just a little bit of that black. And just trim that, just like that. And then there you go. There's one of your gorgeous little stickers. And you could put that in the middle. Think about that extra popped up right there. I mean, just the choices are endless, guys. But that's the basic concept of what to do with these cupcake liners. Those of you that haven't done these before and you've been wondering about them, like I said, there's a bazillion different tutorials out there for these. They all kind of basically boil down to the same way, is the trimming, the making of the flower of it again, and turning the middles into medallions. And then your little trims hanging off. I like this. I like doing the double-sided with the cereal box inside. Like I said, it makes them more sturdy. And then you can add more. I just feel like I always want to add more. I want more, 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 more. I can't be satisfied. Guys, think about charms hanging off of these. You know, metal charms, beads. The choices are endless, y'all. You can really gypsy chick these out if you want to. Some of you that's into your shabby chic, think about your lace coming down, extra ribbons, some of your pearls draped down. I mean, the choices are endless, guys. Like I said, this is your basic bada bing with these. I'd love to see some of y'all's creations. Until next time, though, guys, I think we'll do cards next. Those of you that's been with me, have fun with these. If you don't know how to make these, if you do, pop out a bunch of these and get ready for the season here. I'm going to set aside a whole bunch of these and make them and have them and try to do several for the different seasons, so I'll be a little bit ahead of the game. And some of you that's new with me, this is just a cutie little pop. I just wanted to share with y'all. I was talking about them in my previous video, and I just wanted to go ahead and give the girls that don't know how to make them yet a little tutorial. I didn't think of them. Like I said, I don't know who did, but you know, I'm in awe of you and thank you so much. The one who basically got me on them again was Anytime Crafting, Miss Allie. In fact, I think I'll put a link to her underneath here, along with my stick pin challenge. Guys, I've got that going on until the 29th. Again, I love y'all very much. Thank you for spending your time with me every second. I really, really appreciate every second that you all spend with your old country bumpkin buddy here. And guys, until next time, be crafty, be cool, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you, okay? Bye-bye.